Demand is growing in big tech for more data centers, and as that demand grows, so does the power consumption that could come at a cost. The Kentucky House has passed House Bill 593. The bill, by our guest, Representative Josh Bray, is intended to set the standard for handling new data center construction in a way that protects utility customers. Under the bill, new data centers in Kentucky could operate only if they provide their own power generation, have a purchase agreement to buy power on the national market, or pay the cost up front to increase power generation and transmission.
In my conversations with the big tech companies, the companies that we want Kentucky doing business with, they all agree. They want to pay their way. They're willing to write the checks.
House Bill 593 was passed by the House on Wednesday by a vote of 90 to 8. So, Senator Thomas, I'll start the conversation with you here. Now this bill is going over to your chamber. Some Democrats on this particular measure voted no, some yes. What are some questions you may have when it hits the Senate?
Well, everybody should vote yes on Josh's bill. When Josh and I both serve on the AI task force that meets during the interim. We've been serving on that for 2 years. Josh is one of the co-chairs. And at the end of last year, we had to make recommendations. Josh and I both made the point that the chief recommendation, Bodie, has to be that the data centers pay for themselves, that they be separated from the legacy consumers, people who've been been paying their power bills through the particular utility for some time, that they should not be charged for the extra energy and extra usage that's going to be used by the data center. The data centers have to pay their own way. And if you don't think this is a problem, just ask people in New Jersey and Virginia, and they'll tell you it's a problem with them being stuck with paying the high costs of energy used by data centers. Yeah, we don't want that in Kentucky.
There's definitely a national conversation going on. Representative Bray, of the three power generation methods you sort of laid out in the bill, one that's certainly interesting is, of course, these data centers generating their own power. But what's going to be most likely to happen? Which route is probably going to be the most popular under this bill?
I think it's probably going to be a mix of all three, actually, because the bottleneck in increasing generation is the time span. So we've got a supply chain issue and you've got federal regulation issues. So even if you decided today, if an energy company decided today, like, hey, we need to increase our generation, I mean, you're looking at 5 or 6 years before that can happen. And so some of these data centers already have the supply chain stuff figured out. They've got gas turbines to generate their own. But maybe in the meantime, they need to purchase some power on the open national market until they get up and running. But my approach to the bill, and kind of like what Senator Thomas, has mentioned, is we want to make sure we insulate our consumers from taking any of that risk, because, big tech signed a pledge up at the White House today, or yesterday, that we want to pay our own way. We're fine providing our own generation, and we want to insulate the risk from the consumer. So why would we not put that in statute before something changes?
Another part of this conversation has been this sort of NIMBYism, not in my backyard feeling around data centers. These announcements have not generally been welcome from some of the stories I've read, and it goes beyond just the electricity concerns. There's concerns about the noise, increased traffic, even environmental concerns. So how do you make the case that these are going to be good things to come to Kentucky?
So they're necessary things. I mean, I think we all agree we want the United States of America leading the way on artificial intelligence. And that means we're going to have, there is the need for data centers, because that's what makes artificial intelligence go. But within the bill, we've also been very, very clear that, we preserve the locals' right to object to that. There has to be a certification from the locals that all local requirements have been met. And so if somebody's concerned that they don't want them in their backyard, we've got provisions in there to make sure that doesn't happen. But, there's, for the local governments, for the local school system, there's an incredible amount of benefit that can be tied to them. I mean, some of the proposals we're hearing about are $20 and $30 million just in gross utility taxes to school districts on some of these projects. One of the projects I'm familiar with out in Western Kentucky, it will triple the amount of real estate taxes that local government collects. So while I absolutely agree we should have local control, and we made sure in the bill that we have local control, what's suitable for one community may not be suitable for another. And so we may have communities where they want these data centers, because I've heard from several communities that are very, very interested in this.
Got about a minute left here. What do you think, Senator Thomas?
Well, I think Representative Bray is correct. A couple of things we have to keep in mind. One, their data centers are better located in rural areas because they do create a lot of noise pollution. I mean, they run constantly. If you live near them, it's kind of hard to live sometimes because the noise just keeps going over and over again. Secondly, they must be near a body of water because of the electricity consumption that they require. Having water nearby is critical for their operation. So rural areas work best, and to the extent that we can do that, again, we give them a body of water that's useful for their operation. Two, we cut down on noise pollution that might interfere where you have a lot of homes nearby.
Interested to see this conversation to continue to develop.